An executive board consists of a president, 3 vice presidents. So A is the president, B, C, and D are the vice presidents. For a motion to pass, it must have a yes vote from 3 of the voting members, one of which must be the president. So you catching the key phrase here, one of which must be the president. It's got to have 3 of the voting members to pass, and one of which must be the president. Okay, so identify which players are critical. So how about in the winning coalition ABC? That's a winning team, ABC, because they have the president and they have 2 other people, so that's 3 people total. So who's critical? What does it mean to be critical? That's what this question is all about. To be critical means if you drop out, then the team loses. That's what it means to be critical. If you drop out, then the team loses. So let's think about it. If A drops out, does this team become a losing team? Yeah, they only have B and C. And that's not enough to win the vote, right? Because it takes 3. It takes 3 to win the vote. So A is certainly critical, meaning they got to have A. He's critical to that team. If he drops out, they lose. What if B alone? You do them one at a time. Assuming all the others stay, just drop them out one at a time. What if B only, just B drops out and A and C remain? Is that going to be a losing team? Yeah, because again, you got to have 3. So B is also critical, right? If B drops out, the team loses. So they got to have B, and C is the same way. If C drops out, if just C drops out, then you only have A and B. That's not enough. You got to have 3. So we can jump down here. This is going to be the same thing. You've only got 3 players. So A, C, and D, all 3 of those are going to be critical, because if any one of those drops out, you've only got 2 players. That's not enough. You got to have 3. Now in the middle, things are a little more tricky, because here we have 4 players. A, B, C, and D, all 4 are voting for something. So who's critical in that situation? Let's go through it one at a time. If A drops out, then, because what it means to be critical is if you drop out, the team loses. You're critical if you drop out and then the team loses. So if A drops out, they've only got B, C, D. Do they lose then? Yes, they lose. Because, well, yeah, but they have 3, yeah, but one of which must be the president, must be A. They've got to have A. So A is critical here. If A drops out, they only have B, C, D. They don't have the president, and the vote doesn't pass. Okay, so what about the next one? What about B? What if B drops out of this team, but everybody else stays? If B drops out, then they have A, C, D left, right? They would have A, C, D left. Does that become a losing team? No, that's still a winning team, isn't it? Because they have A and they have C and D. They have a total of 3 players still, and one of them is the president, is A. They're still a winning team. So B is not critical. If B drops out, it doesn't matter. He's not critical. If B drops out, the team doesn't lose. They're still a winning team. So that means B's not critical. How about C? If C drops out, does the team become a losing team? That's what it means to be critical. So if C drops out, does the team lose? No, they're still okay because they have A, B, and D. They have 3 players, and one of them is A, so they're still okay. C's not critical. If C drops out, they don't lose. How about D? If D alone drops out, right, that's what it means to be critical. If you drop out, then the team loses. That means they had to have you. You're critical. If you drop out, they lose. If D drops out, what do you got left? A, B, and C. That's still a winning team, isn't it? Because they have 3 players, one of which is A. They have the president. They're good. So D is not critical either. Either B or C or D could drop out of this team, and it's not going to change the outcome. They're not critical. Only A is critical on this team. If A drops out, they lose because they got to have A. So there it is. There's the players that are critical on those various teams.